Well, hello and welcome to my latest video. We're back in the house again. Been rescued from the garage by the SAS. Actually, yes, they came crashing through the garage door with stun grenades and smoke grenades and all kinds of stuff. Not sure why. I wasn't being held hostage by anybody, but anyway, they rescued me, and here I am back in the living room, and I'm doing. Actually, I'm not wearing a cap. That's not very good, is it? Well, I'm in the house, so I shouldn't really be wearing a cap. I know. I'll put this little wind muff. This is a wind muff from a camera that I just bought on top of my head. Okay, so the new rule is, if Julian is wearing the wind muff on the top of his head, and yes, it is called a wind muff, Nigel, before you start sniggering, then he's doing an unpackaging or an unboxing. I'm going to take this wind muff off because I think I look a bit silly. And here it is. Rattle, rattle. I love the way the microphone picks up the sound of that rattling. Now, this unpackaging, you'll remember about a week ago, I did a video unboxing some products from a company called Hydratech Pro. And then I did another video because they sent me some other products. Well, I then, actually not on the strength of that, but round about the same time, I had an email from a gentleman called Ryan who said, we'd like to work with you, we like your videos, we like your style, and we'd like to do a sort of collaboration with you. And if I'm honest, I was a little bit suspicious of this. There's a few things in the email that made me a little bit suspicious about this. So I emailed them back and said, well, you know, give me a bit more information. And he replied and sent me a link to a website, which I Googled and it didn't exist. So I emailed him back and I said, look, thanks for the offer, but I'm just not sure I really trust it. Well, he then emailed me back again and said, sorry, I made a mistake on the address of the website. This is the correct address. Anyway, I clicked on that address and yes, it is a genuine company. It does exist. So I emailed them back and I said, okay, I'll give it a whirl. What do you want me to do? And they said, well, we sell this range of cycling products, quite a big range. And why don't you pick a few products and we'll send them to you and you can review them. I thought, well, I was a little bit wary about that because you don't want to appear greedy, do you? You don't want to kind of trawl through pages and pages of stuff and choose the things that are most expensive or the things that you want most. So I said, well, why don't you choose? So they sent me an email. They said, right, we've chosen 3 products. We're going to send them to you. Here's the tracking details because it comes from China. And again, I was a little bit suspicious, but you know, it didn't ask me to pay £5 postage like a certain wearable t-shirt company did. They sent me them and they arrived a couple of days ago, and here is the package. So you want to know, first of all, what is the company? The company is called wedaydeals. That's WEDAYDEALS, all one word, .com. wedaydeals.com. So you can put that into your computer and you can see what comes up. And what comes up will be wedaydeals.com because that's how the internet works. And then you will see a range of cycling products. Now I have, because it didn't say on the bag precisely what it was or who it came from, I did open the bag just to see what it was. There wasn't any kind of letter or any covering letter, but I checked the details from the email of the products he said he was going to send me, and this is definitely the stuff from wedaydeals.com. So let's have a look and see. Take out the first one. Bit of single-use packaging there. I'm just going to pause the video for a moment. Sorry about that. Here I am back again, and here is this first product. And it's in a single-use packaging bag. We're not going to go on about single-use plastic. You're probably as fed up with I am of this bloody... I'm always going on about single-use plastic. Come on, people say, shut up, Julian, give it a rest. Even Greta Thunberg's brother Nigel, my good friend Nigel Thunberg, has said, look, I'm fed up with this single-use packaging nonsense. Why don't you forget about it? Right, this is a... hang on. This is a top tube bag. See that? And it's made of plastic, I imagine. It says wheel up on it. And let's open it up. and there is a fairly large open space there. There's a pocket here in the lid, and in there, okay, you would put your mobile phone and you'd close it up like that with these Velcro seals. You can see these Velcro seals, and then you can zip it up like that with the zip. Here's a label on it. It says Wheel Up Bicycle Bag Series, and it will attach to your top tube with these two Velcro straps here, one here and one here, and this will attach to your head tube here, and that's it. Now it's pretty basic, let's be honest. It's pretty basic. It's pretty rough and ready, but it costs £7.63. That's obviously in the United Kingdom. I don't know what it costs from other companies, other countries, but if you buy it from the United Kingdom, it costs you £7.63. Now that is pretty cheap for what is a pretty basic, yes, but in terms of size, pretty useful, decent sized top tube bag. And we have to remember that lots of cyclists are on a limited budget. They can't all afford Rapha clothing or Arsos clothing or Castelli clothing, and they are working to a budget. And nothing wrong with working to a budget. I often work to a budget myself, and if you're working to a budget, then these are cheap items of a decent quality, not perhaps wonderful quality, but of a decent quality. So I wouldn't be too churlish about that. £7.63 is pretty cheap, just a fairly basic plastic cover there, but you can put your phone inside and you can follow it. And there is a big space here inside this bag, which is about 7 or 8 inches long, about 3 or 4 inches wide, and about 3 or 4 inches deep. So you could get a lot of stuff in there in terms of nutrition, a couple of energy bars, you might have a couple of lights, perhaps a charger for your Wahoo or your phone, perhaps even a fold-up rain jacket, some inner tubes, perhaps a multi-tool. You could get quite a lot of stuff in there. So pretty basic, but pretty cheap, pretty useful size item. So that's the top tube bag. The next item is a rechargeable bicycle lamp, and it just says rechargeable bicycle lamp, rechargeable bicycle lamp. Sorry, I'm reading that side. This says rechargeable bicycle lamp. This says rechargeable. So I think we can be fairly safe in assuming that it's a rechargeable bicycle lamp. Let's take it out, and what have we got? We've got a USB cable, and we can all do with a USB cable, couldn't we? They're always useful. And here we have the lamp. The lamp? No, the light. Sorry, no, lamp. Sorry, lamp. And that's it. Whether is it charged? Yes, look at that. Oh, that's quite strong, isn't it? Sorry, don't want to blind you there, but you can see there's quite a strong light there. There's no, sorry about that. There's, imagine if you, yep, flashing light. Oh, that's almost blinded me. Then we've turned it off, and there is one of those silicone or silicone, I'm never quite sure, silicone straps that you can use to attach it to your handlebars. So seems okay, seems reasonably well made. Size of it is about 2.5, 3 inches long, something like that. If I give you something to compare it to, this is a lighter here, cigarette lighter. So it's a little bit longer than this cigarette lighter, and a little bit wider than this cigarette lighter, and about the same depth as the cigarette lighter there. Can you see that? So you have a lamp. It doesn't tell me what the lumens are. There aren't any instructions inside. I don't really understand too much about lumens anyway, so I'm not sure it matters that much. There is the USB charging port. Yes, USB charging port. So you stick your USB cable in there and you charge it up. Now this light is £6.14. Well, not odd, unrounded prices, aren't they? £6.14, which is again pretty cheap. It's a fairly basic light, but as we've seen, it works. Okay, seems to put out a fairly strong beam. Whether it's strong enough to go mountain biking or not, who knows. But if you're on a limited budget, there is a bike light for £6.14 UK money. Again, can't say how much it costs from other countries, and you get a USB cable included in the mix. The final item in the package, again, there's no instructions, but it is a mobile phone holder, and it's made of that silicone again. So it's got that silicone strap here to go around your handlebars. There is an insert there, so you can use it on the smaller or wider handlebars, and then attach it with the silicone strap like that. And then you wrap this kind of silicone spider webby type thing there. Can you see that? Can you see the size? A bit like a pair of knickers, but I'm not. I've worn knickers like that for a long time, and not wearing them at the moment. Oh, sorry, Nigel, I got a little bit distracted there. Here is a. I was just going to say, right, here is a Zippo cigarette lighter. So to give you some comparison of the size, so you would attach this to your handlebars, and then your phone would go in there. Just a moment, I'll find my phone, don't go away. Here I am, I've come back again. So your phone is held in this kind of spiderweb type silicone cradle here. This is a iPhone XS, by the way. Sorry, I just want to close down all my secret WhatsApp messages. So this is an iPhone XS, and this silicone would stretch to cover the even larger size of telephones, and then you attach it to your handlebars. Now it's held pretty securely there. I'm not sure I would want to put a valuable mobile phone like this into such a cradle, but there's no reason, I suppose, to think it's going to fall out. If you're doing some of that mountain biking or some of that gravel riding, which I believe is fairly popular outside of Kent, then it's going to be bouncing around quite a lot. You might want to be a bit careful about that, but apart from that, yeah, seems to do what it says on the tin. And this particular item costs £1.86. So £1.86. I think the thing to say is, because you're buying from China, you would be better off, if you were going to buy some items, if you put together perhaps a little basket of a few items, because if you bought something like this, £1.86, you would be paying a pretty substantial amount in postage and shipping fees, and that would make it not particularly worthwhile. But if you had a number of items, and if you're on a limited budget and you were looking for a range of different cycling items, well, they seem fair enough to me. I've not tested this out in the field. As you know, I've just done this unpackaging, not tested the light out in the field, not tested the bag. We've lost the bag. No, here it is. Not tested the bag out in the field, but they seem to do what they say on the tin. Now, some people have a problem with things made in China. I don't have a problem with things made in China. I think the manufacturing in China is very, very good, very high quality. It's often built to a budget, but why not? There are a lot of people in the world, not just in the United Kingdom, but in other countries in the world, cyclists who are looking for value items, budget items, if you like, less cheaper items. Not everybody can afford ASOS or Arsos, as we say in the United Kingdom, or Vapar or Castelli or any of those other more expensive brands, and you have to choose more value-laden goods, and there's nothing wrong with that. So if you're on a budget, I suggest have a look at wedaydeals.com. As you know, they didn't pay me to say any of these things. They sent me these items for free. I said, well, I'm going to give you my honest opinion, and that's what I've done. I've given you my honest opinion of them. Now, I don't need any of these items. I'm in the lucky position. I do have a top tube bag. I do have a couple of bike lights. I don't use my mobile phone on my bike, so the mobile phone holder is not much use to you. So I am happy to give these away to 3 people. And how should we do this? Well, the first thing I think I want you to do is I want you to leave a comment below this video, and I want you to say which is my video, which is your favorite of the videos that I have made and why. And I will choose what I think is the best, the wittiest, the smartest, the cruelest comment, and send you one of these 3 items. I can't tell you which item is going to go to which person. You'll have to leave that up to me, and I hope you enjoy that. In the meantime, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoy your Christmas. I hope you have a better time over Christmas than people who are going to struggle during this particularly difficult time. But look at it this way, you could be winning one of these 3 items, and that will brighten up your Christmas, although I don't expect you'd get them in the post before Christmas. So thanks for watching. Just to give you a reminder, it is wedaydeals, all one word, .com. And if you're interested in their products, take a look. Why not? Everybody needs to find some new cycling products. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.